Today, I'm going to see if I've got what it takes to get the body of a god. Was that a little over the top? I can never tell. Hey everyone, I'm Dante D, and I vlog about comic books and other geek stuff. For all intents and purposes, I am a nerd, a geek, whatever you want to call it, and I am not good at sports whatsoever. I was not blessed with any athletic ability, and as a matter of fact, I hate sports, always have. So I read comic books and I wasn't good at sports. That is a formula for a disastrous social life growing up. Now, I was never really the fat kid, but once I got married and had kids, I put on a little bit of weight. We're talking probably 30 pounds heavier than I am right now. And here's a picture. This was from a few years ago when I was 30 pounds heavier. I was in Europe in this picture, and when I was in Europe, I was eating 3 gelatos a day. If you don't know what gelato is, it's Italian ice cream. Very, very good. Actually, I think this picture was taken after I had eaten 3 gelatos because, as you can see, I look very happy in this picture. Then, about a year and a half ago, I was sitting down talking with my wife, and she convinced me to exercise. And she didn't say it was because of the way I looked or anything, or at least that's what she says. Is she lying? I really don't know. She told me it was important to start looking after my health because I do have kids and I want to be there for them in the future. So begrudgingly, I started exercising about 3-4 times a week, going to the gym, but I wasn't really watching what I was eating. I was just kind of lifting weights. I was kind of one of those people that would like work out and then go have a cheeseburger saying, well, I worked out so I can have this cheeseburger. And unfortunately, I don't have any pictures from this time period because I never took any pictures because I always thought that I would fail and I wouldn't really commit, so I didn't want to take any pictures to remind me of my failure. Then about 6 months ago, I can't really explain it, something just really clicked in me and I'm like, maybe I should just start watching what I eat and see what happens because I like the benefits I'm getting from exercising. I felt like, more solid and everything, but I wasn't really like getting any definition or tone or anything like that. So I just decided to start watching what I eat. And I have to say, the results were quite remarkable. I was actually really impressed with the benefits that I was getting. When they say that health and fitness is like 70% of what you eat and 30% of what you do, I actually think that they're right. And I am no fitness expert by any means, but now I am ready to take it to the next level. I read comic books that are full of ripped and shredded heroes. Let's see if I can become a ripped and shredded hero. Let's talk about this guy, Chris Hemsworth, the guy who plays Thor. So Chris Hemsworth, the guy who plays Thor, has been admired for his physique in this role for years, since he's been playing the character. And some people have even called his body the perfect body because he's slightly more built than an underwear model, but just as ripped, but not so huge that he is The Rock or The Mountain. So Avengers Endgame is set to hit theaters on April 26, 2019, and I'm so excited, I'm so stoked, I can't wait to see what happens. As a countdown to this exciting event, I'm going to do this challenge, which I am calling Thor Body Challenge. So between the time that this video is being made and the release of Avengers Endgame, there are about 12 weeks. So I have 12 weeks to see if I can get my body looking like Thor's. So here's a picture of what I look like right now. That's me in my underwear. And as you can see, I got quite a bit of belly fat to go before I look like our God of Thunder. And yes, even though this is the Thor Body Challenge, at the end of the 12 weeks, I may look a little less like Thor and a little bit more like Wolverine because I do not plan on shaving. If you want to hop on to the Thor Body Challenge with me, please find me on Instagram at Geekery and tag me with your before photo. So now I'm going to kind of let you know what I'm going to be doing in order to transform my body into the body of the God of Thunder. As I've personally learned recently, the most important factor in your body transformation success is going to be your diet. So what I would recommend is to maybe book a consult with some sort of fitness trainer or some sort of fitness expert to establish your macronutrients that are essential for the day. Macro counting really is the new thing. Everybody in Hollywood does it. And if you don't know what I mean by macro counting, I mean macronutrient counting. So what are your macronutrients? You have carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. And those are your essential nutrients in order to survive. But in order for you to change your body and make it look the way you want, you have to precisely calculate your macronutrients based on your goal. Now, unfortunately, I don't know how to precisely calculate macronutrients based on whatever your goals are. That's why I recommend that you book a consult with a fitness professional. And I've already done that. I've consulted with a coach who's going to help me with my nutrition over the next few weeks. And I'm not going to mention her name right now, just in case I fail. I don't want to make her look bad. So in the follow-up video that I do after the 12 weeks, I'll let you know who the mystery macro coach is. So I walked into my appointment with my macro coach and she asked me, what are your fitness goals? And I said, I want to look like Thor. So she said, okay, no problem. So she calculated my macros, and my macronutrients in order to reach my goal over the next 12 weeks are as follows. I am to eat 240 grams of protein a day, 210 grams of carbohydrates a day, and 66 grams of fat per day. At the time this video is being made, I'm currently 195 pounds and I am approximately 5'9.5" tall. So if you're male and you're of a similar size and weight to me, feel free to use these macros if you plan to jump onto this challenge. But I must warn you, every single person is different and has different needs, so I really would recommend that you book a consult with a person to calculate your macros for you. Even if you are the same size as me or same weight or whatever, you and I might differ in how our metabolisms function, or we might differ in our body structure. There are many different types of body structures. There's so many factors that are taken into calculating macros that are appropriate for a particular person. And of course, to look like the God of Thunder, we are going to need to work out. And if you're anything like me, you're probably going to want someone or something telling you what types of exercises to do. I'm not saying go out and book sessions with personal trainers, because personal training can get very expensive. And my macro coach is not personally training me. She's just helping me with my nutrition over the next few weeks. Let me introduce you to the Transform app. This is both available on the Apple App Store and on Google Play. Now, I just want to let you know I'm not being paid by Transform to promote their product. This is just a product that I've been using for a while and I really like it. I want to share it with you to help you reach your fitness goals if that is what you wish to do. So if you know Chris and Heidi Powell from the show called Extreme Weight Loss, this is their app. And I have to say, I absolutely love this app. Chris and Heidi, if you're watching, shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for creating this app. I really love it. And I've been using this app for the last year and a half for my working out. And I think it's great. A lot of times with weight routines and fitness routines, people will do the same thing over and over again. And that's not really great if you want your body to constantly be in a state of change. That is why I really like this app, because the workouts that they have in this app are different every single week and they really challenge you. It takes all the guesswork out of it. I show up, I hit on the workout, and they tell me specifically what to do. They have instructional videos in case you don't know how to perform a certain movement, and I think it's really great. It's really like having your own personal trainer. And there are various levels too, so once you finish one 12-week program on this app, you can just progress to the next level, and I think there are currently 8 levels. I personally am on level 4 right now, and it's pretty tough. So this app is free to download, but if you actually want access to the workouts from week to week, you have to pay a subscription fee. And once in a while, they have like these lifetime membership sales. I actually personally purchased the lifetime membership, so I don't have to pay month to month. And I just think it's worth it, and it's great. Check this app out, because what I'm describing here is not really doing it any justice whatsoever. There's so much more to this app. There are also nutrition plans on this app. There are lots of different things that you can explore and discover with this app. For the next 12 weeks, I'm going to be working out 5 to 6 days a week using level 4 of this app. And I say 5 to 6 days a week just because some weeks you might not be able to make it out to the gym 6 days because, you know, life gets crazy. But I'm always going to shoot for 6 days a week. So like I mentioned earlier, I would love it if you all could join me in this Thor body challenge for the next 12 weeks. If you wish to do so and you really want to try something new and different for 2019, find me on Instagram. Again, it's at Geekery D, and tag me with your photo. So stay tuned and check back in 12 weeks, the same week that Avengers Endgame is being released, to see if I am successful in making my body look like Thor's. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you do not miss that follow-up video. So stop watching YouTube, go get on your sweats and start smashing some weights and pumping some iron so you can start working on your body transformation as well. Until next time, this is Dante D signing off. I will see you all in the next episode.